Hey everyone, it's me, Cynthia. I want to thank you for stopping by my channel today. I want to talk to you today briefly about panic attacks and as they may or may not relate to MS. I'm bringing this up today because last night I had like the worst panic attack. And those of you who have visited my channel before, you may or may not be aware that I do not manage my MS or any of the other symptoms that I'm dealing with traditional medicine. So I believe that the panic attack that I experienced last night was because I went and got some new braids put in. And oh my God, the pain, this was like, they were so tight. It's like I've never, and I get braids often, I had never experienced the pain that I did last night. And I actually fell asleep and didn't seem to have a problem falling asleep. I didn't take anything to go to sleep, but I just woke up in a panic in the middle of the night. So I fell asleep maybe at, I don't know, maybe 11 or so, 11:30, and I woke up about 1:30, almost 2, in just sheer panic. And for me, when I have a panic attack, and it's been a very long time, but for me, when I have a panic attack, I feel like I'm choking and the room is closing in on me, so I have to get up. And it's quiet right now. I don't even have my dogs. My dogs are with my daughter because I'm going on a trip next week, and it's just easier than boarding them. She always keeps them. So it was just me. I woke up, the TV was on, I'd fallen asleep watching TV, and I just felt like the room is closing in. I'm choking. I have got to get out of here. I'm up. I'm trying to talk myself out of this. I didn't have my crystals on, which I use for calm and stress management. But when I put them on, that didn't even help me. Like I was just kind of like totally panicked. So I called my daughter. I feel so bad because she has a lot that she's dealing with her kids, and she takes care of her grandfather. And so I knew that it wasn't fair of me to do that, but my mind was telling me I got to talk to somebody because I'm losing it here. So she helped me and told me that I need to breathe. Called my boyfriend. He wasn't available, so I called him before I called her because I felt like I needed to talk to him, and he wasn't available, or he didn't answer the phone. I mean, most people are not awake at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I spoke with my daughter, and just trying to get to a bottom of it. And then I was just trying to figure out like what happened, what made this happen. And I really think it was from the pain from the braids that just kind of trigger what's going on when your body is responding to pain. And I remember when I was on medication for the MS that and some of the when I'd be experiencing some of the symptoms of the MS, and how the pain from that would kind of trigger these panic attacks. It's like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. I got to get out. I actually last night in the middle of the night or early this morning, I took a walk. It was like, I got to get out of this. I live in an apartment. Got to get out of here because I'm freaking out and I didn't know how to control it. And I just felt so bad and out of control. And so when I got back from my little walk, I kind of sat down and remembered what my daughter told me to do. So I want to share that with you. If you're experiencing panic attacks, that there are some things that we can kind of do to help ourselves get through it. Now, if you're on any type of traditional medication for the depression and the MS and the panic attacks, stick with it. If it's working for you, stick with it. I do have some over-the-counter stuff, some natural things that I got from Whole Foods that I kind of like to take sometimes, but it's been a very long time since I've had a problem. So I got up this morning, feeling a little bit better, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna put my face on, my red lipstick. I told y'all before that red is my thing that kind of uplifts me. And then I just started doing some reading and just trying to remember, okay, how did I deal with this when I was on the medication and I was having more attacks? So one thing is exercise, and one reason why I went back to these braids is because I had my little afro thing going on. And the minute you work out, then I got a really crazy looking afro and decided, okay, I need to go back to the braids because exercise helps with your mind and just your thinking and your overall health. And it's really good to find a balance when you have MS to make sure you find a way to stay healthy. And exercise will do that. Breathing. My daughter, said to me, so I tried to breathe and meditate and, take myself back to a happy place. And that takes time to learn how to do that, like, the visualization, to try to take you back from this place where you're really kind of upset and not even really knowing why. It's just something in our brains that triggers this fight or flight reaction. I also today remembered that I have this, it's a roll-on kind of a dream oil. It's essential oil serum, and it's called Dream. And this is something that my daughter gave me, and it has lavender in it, which lavender is an essential oil that's for calming. So I'm going to have this, close by all day today. And tonight I have essential oil diffuser, and I'm going to put the lavender oil in there. I'm trying to stay busy and keep my mind off of, whatever that trigger was. I really think it was the pain, and I did take some pain medication, just Tylenol. And then I also, early this morning, remembered that I had these 2 natural products that I got from Whole Foods. This is called Natural Calm. It's an anti-stress drink that you kind of drink like a tea. And that's something that you can take, before you go to bed, that will help to kind of calm and relax you and help you get to sleep. And then GABA Calm, which is something that you would have to take, on a more regular basis, but it's natural, and it's put it on your tongue and dissolve. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be an answer for you if you're dealing with anxiety and stress. It works for me. So maybe it's something that you can try and research and see if it's going to be helpful for you, because after I remembered that I did have these items, I was able to make some of this tea, and I did finally go to sleep. I woke up feeling better today. I also then look for tips like how can I loosen up these braids, because I know the pain from that was a trigger for what I was feeling last night. So I just wanted to share that, because while MS might not be what is causing you or really triggering anxiety or panic attack, but it could be just the fact that you're living with a chronic disease and just the stress and the fear that goes along with trying to manage a chronic disease. So these are some tools that might be helpful for you in managing your disease. So, as always, I kind of like to sign off with, I'm drinking some Prosecco from Kirkland, which is Costco. Now, okay, so I must say a little disclaimer, because too much alcohol is not going to be helpful for depression or anxiety. So I'm not sharing this to say, oh, go get, yourself some Prosecco and it's going to help. It's just my thing. So I'm having this. I had lunch, and this is just kind of a cocktail for me, which alcohol tends to relax. I don't drink it to get drunk. I'll just have this one, maybe 2. I have this thing where I say I have a 2-drink minimum. But so I'm going to have 2 drinks today probably, and this will be one. And I'll be done with my 2 drinks long before, it's time to go to bed, and because I definitely don't want to mix it up with Tylenol or anything else that I might be taking to try to help with this anxiety and panic attack. But I'm feeling much better today, and so I like to say often that I got from the movie Gone with the Wind and Scarlett O'Hara, that tomorrow is another day. And after yesterday, I certainly, had to keep telling myself tomorrow's another day and it's going to be better. So anyway, back to the Prosecco. It is from Costco. It's their Kirkland brand. It's like $7. Okay, I know it's kind of cheap, but for me, when it comes to whatever you're going to drink, it's not necessarily about, for me, how much you pay for something, but if you like the taste of it. And I happen to like the taste of it. My girlfriend was there yesterday and asked me if I needed anything from Costco. I first said no, and then she said, girl, they got Prosecco over here, and she sent me a picture, and I was like, oh, okay, we'll pick up a couple bottles. So that's what I'm having today. As always, I really, really thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you patronizing my channel. I hope that some of what I'm sharing is helpful to you or someone that you know that is managing this long-term dreaded disease that we call MS. What I like to say is I have MS. It doesn't have me, so you can manage it and be well. Cheers. Until next time. Bye.